After training hundreds of Google Ads specialists, I discovered something that the industry doesn't talk about. Google Ads certification has almost nothing to do with campaign success. Today, I'm revealing why this credential might be wasting your time and what actually matters to clients and employers. This might be a bit controversial, but it's time someone said it. Google Ads certification is widely promoted as a must-have credential for digital marketers. I spent over a decade running campaigns and training specialists, and I've seen firsthand what actually drives results and what looks good on paper. While certifications might seem valuable on the surface, there's a significant gap between what they provide and what the real world demands. Let me break down why certification might not be the career boost you think it is. Alright, so let's start with point number one, theory versus practice. The theory exams, they look very nice, but on the real battlefield, it's not actually what brings results. Why? Because the exams train you to use what Google wants you to use. If it's a specific campaign type, let's say discovery campaigns or smart campaigns that are not smart campaigns, but Google might persuade you to use them through the exam and they will suggest to use these campaigns. Or bidding strategies that you shouldn't be using. With these exams, with the knowledge in these exams, Google trains people to use the solutions the way Google wants them to. And there's a big difference between that and what actually brings results. A big difference. Point number two, outdated or incomplete material. So Google takes time to update its certification exams, but like every week we have new feature coming up in the platform. We have some AI features popping up. Performance Max campaigns have now negative exclusions that weren't available before. In those exams, you won't see that. So you have a big gap in knowledge, even if you do this exam. Point number three, the credibility problem. Now look, these exams, they're not hard, and actually it's quite easy to cheat on them. You can just hire someone to do it for you and then you have completed the exam. You know, it's not like a strict, it's an online exam. Now, I don't encourage you to cheat on this exam because at the end of the day, this is for you. We don't want the doctors to cheat in their exams because they will be operating on us. But you need to take into account that employers don't take this certification seriously. I don't take this certification seriously when I interview candidates for campaign management. Point number four, what actually matters in real world? Well, practice makes perfect, and it's very, very applicable here. I want to see real results. I want to see their hands-on work. I want to see their real experience, real struggles. Even if it's the policy violation, account disabled, did you encounter there? What did you do in that case? How do you manage your conversations with Google Ads representatives? Do you just take everything they suggest to you and apply it in your account? Or you have some kind of critical thinking? Also, when it comes to the bidding strategies, campaigns, campaign structure, the approach, what I need to see specifics. I also want to see what kind of complex campaigns you worked with, what kind of budgets did you work with, because there is a difference between running $1,000 campaign and $100,000 a month campaign. A big difference. So I want to see that real practical knowledge. And I think most of employers want to see that as well. After I said a bunch of negative things about certification, let me tell you when it actually makes sense to have one. Well, first of all, if you want to have your own marketing ad agency, you need to become Google certified partner. To do that, you need to have yourself and everyone on your team certified. So they need to pass all Google relevant exams. And that's why you need this certification. And also you need to renew it. Every year, Google requires to renew the certification to make sure that you stayed up to date. The second point is for common knowledge and framework. If you want to understand Google better, You can do this exam as a part of a big learning process. It will make sure that you actually know the platform really well. I mean, the basics, of course. So what are the alternatives to certification? Well, first of all, instead of doing this certification, I would recommend to learn more about the platform, not from Google official sources, but third-party sources. For example, YouTube has plenty of videos to learn from. You can subscribe to Online Labs, our channel, because that's what we do here. We teach people how to become an expert in Google Ads. And also, it's very important to have practical skills. So you need to start something. If it's an entry full-time job, you can get experience there. If you're starting freelancing, get some small clients, even if they're running low budget campaigns, just to get the hands-on experience. It's very crucial and it will be very beneficial. It will help you in your future. Don't get me wrong, understanding Google Ads is absolutely essential for digital marketers, but certification alone won't get you results or clients. Focus more on practical experience, real campaign management, and staying current with platform updates and changes instead of chasing credentials. If you want to truly master Google Ads in a way that gets real-world results, check out my Google Ads Masterclass, where I teach the strategies that actually work, not just what Google wants you to know. The link is in the description. Also, watch my video on Stop Google Ad Click Fraud to learn about protecting your ad spend. Hit subscribe for more honest takes on Google marketing that cut through the hype. This is Dan from Online Labs, and I'll see you, as always, in the next video.